Hello, brothers and sisters. It's been a while since I've been on. Um, I'm coming on today to give you a message from a dream that I had last week. I've been putting it off to put it out there, but it's been playing on my spirit for a while now. I wanted to be sure it's what I thought it was, and then last night and then again today, I think it's been confirmed. Last week I dreamed about a place that I was in. I was like, if you've ever been to a stadium or a game, they have like box seats where it's like a private area for the rich people to be in, what have you. I was kind of like in a room like that with a couple people. It wasn't very many of us. And through the window you could see like a big auditorium, a venue of some kind where lots of people, all the seats were full, almost to the rafters. And there was like a big screen, and you could see this person on there, and I knew that this person was evangelizing, but he was not evangelizing like the gospel. He was evangelizing something else, because in an instant when I looked at that screen, his face turned devilish, and then it happened so quick, but I could tell that it was evil, not of goodness. At that moment, I heard somebody to my right say that, you see all those people out there, they are not saved. And we're talking thousands and thousands of people. They're not saved. Only the people in this room are saved, and there was only a handful. And about that time, he opened the door, and he only allowed 3 of those people from that place to come in. And then one of them was sent back because they didn't accept him at that moment, for whatever reason. Anyway, as this was happening, I woke up, and then I'm like, I had a feeling this person that I saw on the screen was somebody I've seen on TV, a TV evangelist. And there's lots of them on TV. You could just shake your hat at one of them and say they're probably not fully of the spirit, but they're for the money, because God is big money for them apparently. And you can tell by the way they market themselves on the internet, in books, and on the TV that they're just in it for the money, for the riches. Anyhow, my gut feeling was telling me this was Joel Osteen. And I hadn't given much thought the rest of the week and most of this week. But then last night I happened to flip on the TV, and then I flipped to the channel I usually watch, Perry Stone or somebody like that on, and then of course Joel Osteen was on. And so I sat and listened to him for a little bit to see what his gospel message was, and really I couldn't detect any. It was basically a feel-good sermon to, you can be this and you can be that by God, and he didn't reference very much scripture, if any. He barely blurted out a little bit of a line from the Proverbs, and then at the end he sort of made an attempt at trying to get people saved, but he said like a 2-second sinner's prayer. It wasn't very full of heartfelt praying to me. It just seemed like he was just doing it because he should be expected to, because he's supposed to be an evangelist for God. So anyway, I felt kind of blank after seeing that, and then just before I started this video, I happened to open my Bible, my little Bible, and then as I opened it up, and then right out of the gate it was Psalm 52, and I want to read it to you. This psalm was written by David upon his confidence in God's mercy, and and it starts out with, "Why boastest thou thyself is in mischief, O mighty man? The goodness of God endureth continually. Thy tongue deviseth mischiefs like a sharp razor working deceitfully. Thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness. Thou lovest all devouring words, O thou deceitful tongue. God shall likewise destroy thee forever. He shall take thee away, and pluck thee out of thy dwelling place, and root thee out of the land of the living. The righteous also shall see and fear, and shall laugh at him. Lo, this is the man that made not God his strength, but trusted in the abundance of his riches, and strengthened himself in his wickedness. But I am like a green olive tree in the house of God. I trust in the mercy of God forever and ever. I will praise thee forever, because thou hast done it, and I will wait on thy name, for it is good before thy saints. So, I kind of read that and thought maybe that was a key to what I had saw, that, this evangelist really is after the money, because I read somewhere that he's about a $40 million a year evangelist. So I think that's what he's after more than actually trying to save souls for God. He's just trying to make money off of us, and people are buying it. So many will be deceived, and so many will unfortunately follow him instead of following the true gospel. I remember seeing a video of some lady's dream before, that she was in heaven and she saw people with stacks and stacks of books going up to the judgment throne of Jesus, and there all the books were being burned, and based on your works, either you got some precious stones out of that, or you ended up with just ashes, depending on your works. And she said in her dream that there was this one TV evangelist that was well known that came up there, and he had stacks and stacks and stacks of books, and he put his books on the fire and they burned up one by one. Not a precious stone one came out of those books. And after all those were burned up, Jesus looked at him and said, "Enter rest." That was his reward for all his preaching. He got his rest, but he didn't get any crown, because the instant that these stones would come out of that fire, then Jesus would make a crown and place it upon the head of the person and say, "Well done, you may enter rest." So this same lady said she saw an older woman walk up there, and she had one book, and that one book burnt on the fire, and out of that one book came one stone, a real beautiful stone, and Jesus made that crown with his own hands and placed it upon her and said, "Well done." So something to think about. I don't know if the dream meant that much, but that's what happened. So I just pray that you're all blessed, and that you all will study the book a little bit. You know that things are changing in this world. We are seeing signs of prophecies being fulfilled one after the other, and so many people walk around this world and pretend like nothing's going on. But for us that know Jesus, we know that something's going on, and he could come anytime. He could come soon, and you don't want to take that chance of not repenting of your sins, of not giving your heart to him, or not trying to help others find him, because there's just no more time. There's no more time. If any of you have Pastor Patrick Winfrey on your YouTube channel, if you've just subscribed to him, then you know that he's made it to the States from Philippines there. He's going to do some evangelizing here across the States for 4 months. He's doing it strictly without a budget, just off of donations, but he's doing it because he has to. He feels it's time that we need a revival here. I pray that those of you who have subscribed, have supported him. I've offered a room for him if he happens to come through here and needs a place to stay and eat. His wife is Filipino, just like mine, so they would have something in common as far as eating and communication. So I offered that to him. He's accepted. If he's happened to come through here, he will. But that's Lord willing. But I don't have much to give otherwise, other than a place to sleep, and a little bit of food for his belly. But in return, he's going to feed my soul, I'm sure, and then maybe I can finally get baptized like I've been wanting for the past few months. I haven't been able to get done at my own church. So, Lord willing, that'll happen. And if you don't subscribe to him, look him up. It's Matthew Patrick Winfrey on YouTube. He has a channel there. You can also find him if you search Near to Christ. He's a pastor ordained, and he does good work, and he's opened orphanages in the Philippines. He feeds a lot of homeless children there based off of the donations that people like us sin. Um, he's a real good character, and he tells it like it is. And I've learned a lot from him, and I think you would do good to listen to him too. Several of my YouTube subscribers are also subscribed to him, so we kind of link together as brothers and sisters, and we can share our messages back and forth, and we can learn from each other, all for the good of saving ourselves in these times. I pray that everyone is doing well, that I've lost touch with some of my brothers and sisters. I don't know if they've fallen away or if something else has happened, but I pray for you all still, and I pray that one day we'll all meet in the air with the Lord, and we'll be rid of all these trials that we've gone through in life, all these things that have tied us up, and maybe we can finally live life the way we should, in peace and eternal. So God bless you all. I thank you for taking time to listen, and I just want you all to be blessed, and keep looking up. Take care.